This is Inner Circle.
Hey guys, welcome to the Inner Circle.
I'm Brandon Wright.
I'm Tyler Phillips.
And today we're going to be talking about Annihilation.
Get to the chopper!
Yeah, that one. I loved Arnold Schwarzenegger. I love his cameo as the governor of California.
Oh, yeah.
No, but this one is actually a movie that stars Natalie Portman, where they go into what they would like to call a shimmer, and that her husband comes back from the shimmer, and she decides that she needs to go in there to try to figure out what's wrong with her husband, because her husband came back, but he's not quite himself.
Yeah, I mean, when he starts coughing up blood all over the place, yeah, it kind of assumes that he's not himself, and also, like, he's not answering any questions of where were you. He's like, I don't know. So, I mean, we can tell he's not himself because, I mean, he's just not acting right. And
I thought it was honestly just domestic issues. Like, at first, I thought they were just I thought that she was, like, kind of like the girl who was like, I can't wait for him to get home. And then he's, like, a really terrible person in real life, actually.
yeah.
Like, that's what I thought it was at first, but then he's just legitimately weird.
Yeah, and we thought he was dead.
Yeah.
In all honesty.
I mean, when you cough up blood, it's game over most of the time.
No, before, like, it was assumed he was dead in the movie, and then he just shows up while she's painting a room, and it's like, where have you been?
Yeah.
So,
but how much more can we say without spoiling anything? The visuals are fantastic.
oh
like,
my goodness, the graphics.
Dude,
I don't know how they did that, but it's amazing.
The set design of the forest, just the practical effects alone, how they took probably just a forest in some southern state and made it look that beautiful and that unique. Because we're not spoiling what the shimmer is.
No.
But what's inside the shimmer is beautiful.
Yeah, and I mean, I'm pretty sure you've seen it in the trailers, but, like, the way flowers grow is there's, like, multiple on one, and it's, like, multiple different colors. It looks amazing. I don't know how they did this, but it took them a long time to decorate the set. And you can tell just by that one scene at the pond.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Moving on to characters. Natalie Portman, you didn't feel for her at first, obviously, but she's obviously a character that grows throughout the film. I can't really say the same amount of growth occurs for all the other characters, but they have a single purpose, and they fill out that purpose, like relating to the philosophical question. By the way, this movie is in the vein of Blade Runner 2049, to where it likes to ask you deep questions.
You're really going to think in this movie. I mean, not going to spoil the ending, but the ending is so, like, open thought. Mm-hmm. Me and you came out with, like, 4 different interpretations of this, and we're just like, we don't know which one to really believe, and there's no counter argument against any of them. So that's what I truly believe makes this such a good movie.
And I'm trying to think of, why is my phone doing that? Okay, I'm trying to think of, like, anything else we can say that is not a spoiler for this fantastic film. There's not much else we can say besides, like, I don't assume it's going to be in theaters that long.
No.
Honestly.
Because did you hear what happened to it in other countries?
No.
It went straight to Netflix.
Why?
U.S., I think Mexico and Canada were the only ones to get it in theaters, but the, like, PR for it beforehand was so bad, it wasn't going to make any money in theaters, so they just sent it straight to Netflix. So I'm actually kind of hoping as soon as this is out of theaters, we get it on Netflix and I can show it to a lot of people.
I'd say try to get people in theaters to see it now.
It's worth it in theaters.
It's a deep experience. Maybe not take it on your first date with a girl.
No, this is definitely not like something I would show someone with faint of heart. Like, you have to be strong-willed to watch this and not freak out.
Yeah, it's like it will mentally mess with you. It's like when you go into the shimmer, not spoiling anything crazy. When you go into the shimmer, it is a different world, and it calls for different changes in animals, environment.
Oh yeah,
just
it's like a nuclear reactor went off. Yeah. Honestly.
Ooh, I know what we can talk about the music. The music.
Oh, the music's so good.
I'd say the music was like adequate, and then the final act when something happens. It's like,
you'll know.
It has this experiment like, wah, wah, wah.
It's like dubstep on a more like natural level instead of freaking out. It's beautiful.
I was about to say, if Tyler can find the music track, we could play it slightly in the background right here.
I'll see.
I'll see
what I'm
if
at.
he can find it. But it's like, it's so freaking, like...
It's good.
Like, I was like, wow, when did I start playing Metroid Prime?
Well, the thing is, I don't know if it was actually made to be music tracks. I think it was more of just to add to the movie. Because it was perfectly timed with everything it did. Mm-hmm. And, I mean, I loved it. It added so much to the story.
Okay, we tackled story.
How about that beach scene, though?
That beach scene?
Oh, it was so pretty, like, of a beach scene. Like,
yeah.
The cinematography in this is still just perfect. I hate going back to that, but, like, I completely forgot about the beach scene until now. It looks amazing.
Again, props to, like, the production,
yes.
the set designer. The set designer, the amount of time it probably took to decorate every scene to look like a brand new world within our world was, like... Because it's crazy when you can go to new worlds and it can be CGI'd like crazy, but this obviously had a lot of time put into the set design.
Because I mean, it's mixing both Earth and like another world, kind of. And I mean, just looking at the shimmer, it's a beautiful looking like wall, kind of.
Yeah, it makes you think: is the shimmer really an enemy?
I don't know.
That's one of the
questions.
questions.
Like, literally, that's something we asked. Like, is it an enemy? Like, we don't know.
Okay, now obviously we're gonna go into slight spoiler section.
Spoilers.
Section. Okay, final thing. We can go ahead and give our final scores. I'd give it like a 9.5 out of 10.
Yeah, same 9.5.
Yeah,
because it's not up there with Blade Runner, but it's like on the edge.
Yeah, I think we argued when we left the theaters for a millisecond. Like I was like, this is a great movie, but Blade Runner 2049 is something else.
I almost argued. I was sitting there like, this might be better, but now like. After the hype's gone down, I'm like, no, it's still not better.
Yeah, Blade Runner 2049 like had a standing. We had to do a standing ovation.
Yeah. But this is close, and we don't put any other movie up there. So
yeah, I'd
go
rather
see it.
I'd rather go see this movie again than go see Black Panther.
Okay.
Okay, it's according to what mood I'm in. But I tried to get someone to go see Annihilation with me last night, but they wanted to go see Red Sparrow instead. Don't go see Red Sparrow. If anything, watch it on Netflix. It's not a terrible movie. Just a little small plug there. It's not a terrible movie. But it's not so great that it deserves your money.
I'm still just on Killmonger hype. So, okay. Now for the spoiler section.
Wait, hold up. What's our score out of 10? Really quick.
We already gave that. 9.5.
Okay, we won. Yay. Okay, spoilers. The most of the spoilers are going to involve, like, what the shimmer is, what its intentions are.
Yes.
And what
its intentions aren't.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's like it's kind of spoiled in the trailer because in the trailer it's like it's not trying to destroy, it's trying to make something new, and it's like it's true, it is. It tries to mimic Natalie Portman's character.
We don't know if it does or not. We really, in all honesty, there's a scene where the husband is sitting there questioning. He's like, I don't know if you are me or if I am me. But this is for, like, salvation or something, and blows himself up. I still don't know if that was really him at the end coming back, or if Natalie Portman's character was really her when they came back. Because it shows that they have alien in them. Mm-hmm. But I still don't know if that was infection, or if it was literally the alien took over their life.
Yeah, that's the thing. They're obviously, if... at the very least, they have the alien DNA within them. Mm-hmm. There's no questioning that. Yeah. But what that means, because it could mean that in the next couple of generations, they see an influx of these alien type people, and they'll spread something new in forms of what that DNA holds for them. Who knows? But essentially, like it could be questioned that what we saw was like Natalie Portman, like the gray husk. Mm-hmm. That could have been the real Natalie Portman.
We don't know because I mean, like I said in the movie theater,
because
it was holding Natalie Portman against the door, and if that was Natalie Portman as the like solid mold, it's basically keeping the alien from escaping, and that's something like that blew me away as soon as I thought about it.
And the only reason I could argue against that at all is just to say, like, that gray husk was kind of dumb to be a human. Like, when she she pulled the grenade, and the husk is like, oh, just blows up. Yeah. But I could that's the only argument I have for that theory, and it could be proven wrong. It's like, the one I don't really have a theory I go with, because at the end it feels like it's asking me more of a question than asking me, well, where do we go from here? Like, if we have like a Sicario suit situation, I'd be kind of pissed. I don't want a sequel to this because it doesn't need one.
Yeah, and
I think we argued about that.
We did, and I see your side more now. But I mean, it's just it would be years and years before I would ever think a sequel needed to be made.
And it would need to be
someone wanted to make it.
And it would need to be on a different theme, because this whole movie encapsulates the theme of like, should we stop this thing from making something new? Because remember that character that basically turned into a husk, like a tree husk?
Yeah.
Like, just basically went like, the doctor, the psychologist? Is she a psychologist?
She was,
The doctor wanted to fight it.
Yeah.
She, like, wanted to face it. Natalie Portman wanted to face it. She just was like, I don't want those two. She's just like, turns into a husk. She becomes part of it.
Yeah.
And which is all in vain, considering the fact that it's the Shimmer's like
now she's
dead,
burned.
Yeah, it's like, I was about to say, like, it's something new will be started, but not in the same way as the Shimmer. It will be more slow, because the Shimmer was like, just slowly taking over your town.
Yeah.
Killing your children. Let's go. But then I feel like you could argue that the Shimmer grew a more human, like, from touching all these humans and getting their minds, getting inside of their heads. Mm-hmm. Like, it grew more human.
But it was so amazing because there were so many things that like you just thought about throughout the movie. I remember like when they started mentioning that, all these people lost their lives in there and they didn't make it out, but yet the two people that had a reason to come back are the only ones that came back. Mm-hmm. They had each other. So this makes you think, man.
Yeah, the characters also made me depressed because they really do just send people in there who don't really have a reason to come back. And technically the husband didn't really have a reason to come back either. Because the husband was like, well, you could argue that, but like the husband was like, he knew that she was cheating. Which, by the way,
did? I didn't even notice that.
Yeah, like Natalie Portman, member, after he left, he was like, he knows. He knows.
Oh yeah.
That's the thing. So like, I'm thinking that the husband went in legitimately with no reason, which is why he passed the test. Because he's like, my wife is cheating on me with this dude. I have no reason to go on, so he's like goes in there.
Yeah.
And so that I like, it's like, it's kind of messed up when you think about it, because like it's like Natalie Portman like owes him that, because Natalie Portman really messed him up and screwed him over. Mm-hmm. Which is why I believe she initially went in there. But then, like, as you start to get into the world, it's like, wow, look at all these questions going on. Okay, before we end this, because we're getting close to time.
Yeah.
It's like, what is the biggest, like, WTF moment in this movie?
Probably when we realized that the first girl to go turned into the bear and was screaming out help from inside, like, the bear. Mm-hmm. When I said earlier in this video, this is not for the faint of heart, that moment is one that creeped me out. And I was just like, oh no. Like, I wanted to almost like get up and leave at that point, but I was like,
my
this
biggest
is good.
One was when her husband like was cutting the stomach.
Oh yeah.
And something was growing inside him, and then you go into where they were and you see that person's grown into like a weird God knows what it is. But it kind of reminded me at first, like, are we going to have clickers from The Last of Us in here or something?
Oh, that would have been cool.
No, I don't want that, but I mean, that would have, because what is it, in this world, I mean, the Shimmer can't really help that it's changing.
The thing is, we didn't really see many mutated humans. We always just saw their bones.
Yeah.
But yet, there was that one girl who turned into the bear. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering, like, what the heck? Where's all these humans that probably died in the Shimmer and are now mutated?
Well, there is an argument in the movie that they kind of say... One second, let me check the time. Okay. But there is an argument that, like, when the bear ate a bit of the human, that he had the voice. Yeah. So he, like, gained the power of doing that. So it's argued that maybe it wasn't her.
Okay, yeah.
There's an argument there, but I kind of I would like it if she became a bear.
Mutated the bear, yeah.
That'd be cool, but it's like, there's multiple ways you can go about it. That's the thing. Like, I feel like I'm trying to decide if this movie's it's not meant for the faint of heart, but at the same time, I'm thinking, it's probably something I would still show my mom.
Yeah, your mom would... Probably I couldn't show it to my parent.
Well, really?
maybe my dad, not my mom. My mom would not like this movie.
Why? It's entertaining.
She's not that like. She's not for like thinking through a movie. She just wants to enjoy it. All right, guys. I guess we will see you next time. Bye.
A quick rant. Fish like screw in the movie shouldn't have got Best Picture. It's such a wrong decision. I liked it. My dad hated it. I loved it. It was a great movie. It didn't deserve it. Blade Runner 2049 should have won. Obviously. Why was it snubbed? Who knew? Coco won Best Animated Picture because the Boss Baby win. I would have started a riot. It's like,
You know I have interviews next week, right? The employers are gonna look at my like Facebook.
The Oscars are so stupid. Like they are literally the dumbest thing. I just followed Kenneth Lee. Kenneth Lee, follow him on Twitter. He had a Twitter rant, and every time like I saw something, I just commented on it. It was a cool thing. Very cool.
I thought you were gonna go to that camera and start ranting as I turned it off.
Now, as you can see, the Oscars are